welcome to Knight's Trinity. Noble Knight Ben here, and Mike.
Hi.
This is not his deck, so he's not in the video.
Nope, it is Ben's Crusadia.
It's my Crusadia deck, but he will be doing a hero deck after I'm done.
And I'm at the hero.
This is part 2 of filming. You guys won't see the first part, but I got interrupted in the middle of recording the first one. So, and I'm using Michael's play mat.
Yeah,
you can see
once
it.
a will play mat.
It's a good play mat.
But, word of advice, it's Ben's birthday. I was here since Friday. It is Sunday.
Yep, Sunday night.
The most I've spent the night at this house.
Yep. So without further ado, we'll get on with deck. I'll do main monsters, then extra deck, show combos like that. So the first card you run is Crusadias, of course, but there's like 5 types of Crusadias. And one of the main ones you want to get or run is Maximus. Really good. Double damage on your link monsters. Really, really good. So you run 3 of him. I have the copies down here, by the way. I'll show it at the end, but I have 3 of each. Next is Draco, because when it's special summon to a zone, link zone, you can get something back from your graveyard. And that'll make more sense when I give the camera to Michael and I'll show combos off with this. Next is the Lion, Leonis, Crusadia Leonis. It's the lion one. This one just allows you to do piercing. Next is a Borea. Now, this one's really good too, because what happens is you can banish it from the graveyard and protect one of your monsters from card effects in battle. So it's basically a blanket of protection for one time, once per turn. Reclusia, Crusadia Reclusia. I just say Reclusia because, well, that's what the card is. It's just all of these are Crusadias until I get to the other ones. He's just he has an effect, but I don't ever use it in the deck. And this is my sort of deck, by the way. It ain't gonna be like perfect, but Michael, it's gonna be pretty good. Next, I run 3 World Legacy Lances. This card says when in the battle phase, you can ditch this card to have an opposing monster that one of your link monsters is attacking or being attacked by lose 3,000 attack. Next, World Legacy Crown, really good card, just because you can special summon it to a link zone. So, and all Crusadia link monsters gain original attack of the stuff it points to. I run 1 Hand Trap, Snow Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I run 5 Kaijus, which you can pick any 5 you want. These are just the 5 I picked. Doesn't matter, because what you do is you usually give this to your opponent anyway.
They all have the same effect, so it doesn't really matter.
All you really want to do is give it to your opponent and then have one of your Crusadia link monsters point to it and gain the attack of it. Because this is an OTK-based heavy deck. Next we have, I just added this, I took out a Regeki and added an Eater of Millions. He can banish stuff from your extra deck to summon it, and anytime he battles a monster, you banish it. And then, I lied, sorry, I forgot to have these in here. I run 2 Effect Veilers, just to cancel out some effect. It's good effect on Effect Veiler. So that does it for my monsters. I'll show you the pile before I pick it up, because I'm going to pick it up to do the spells. But, the pile is right there. You can see it. Them are the cards.
He has about 20 so monsters.
I have 28 monsters.
Compared to my 19 monsters
and 12 spells. Now, you're going to be thinking, 12 spells? Well, what about traps? This overcard deck?
No.
The version I run does not run any traps at all. 0
Which is
whatsoever.
weird for decks nowadays.
Yes. But this deck is, like I say, OTK heavy. You want to go second, and it's basically a hit-to-win kind of situation.
This deck not having no traps is the reason why you guys won't see me use it.
I run, on the spells, 1 Kaiju Slumber, because they're really good, and you can give, for one, yourself a Kaiju and your opponent a Kaiju, and you nuke the board. I mean, this card's literally, if at 3, would break this deck. It would.
Never break the game.
Twin Twister. I run 3 of these. These are all from the Shadows of Valhalla pack, by the way.
Good card.
Good card. You ditch one, destroy 2 traps, speller traps in the field. Really good. Rhoda. Weird card to put in it, but the Arborea is the only warrior in the deck, but it can search it. I believe because the Maximus is psychic, which I don't get. It should be a warrior.
Yeah, it's the A one.
The Arborea, the one that
Arborea.
Yeah, ditches from grave. 3 World Legacy survivors to try and get your crown and your lance, depending on what you
just
need.
a heads up, I can't see the camera. How well is that showing up? Where's my flashlight on?
It was showing up without your flashlight on really well.
But is it showing up better?
I don't know. 1 Crusadia Revival. I guess a little. Field spell for the deck, really good. 2 Crusadia Powers. This card's really good. Yeah, it works better without the flashlight. The card's really good. And then just 1 Monster Reborn because it counts as a special summon.
Yes,
which will activate effects
Actually,
of your...
it is a special summon.
Yep, so it'll activate the effects of the link. Now onto the extra deck. So that is what I have for the spells. I didn't feel like painting up because a lot of these are at 1s to 2s. I think a couple at 3. Okay. The extra deck is the important part of this deck. This is what makes the heart and deck of the deck, or heart and soul of the deck. No, this is the link 1 Maximus. Or Magigus, sorry. Maximus is the card. I get him confused sometimes. This basically says when you special summon something to its link zone, it points downward. You get to search your deck for a card that says Crusadia, which is really good. Normally you go to Draco, but if you have Draco in hand, you go to Maximus. So I run 3 of that in the deck because it really works well in the deck. And you just run all the Crusadia links at 3. And there's 3 of them, so you got 9 links of Crusadias in general. Next is Regulex, having an up and a down pointing arrow, link 2. Really good card too. This one lets you search your Crusadia spells or traps. Yes, they do have a trap, but I don't use it, like I said. And this is good because it has the arrow pointing up, unlike Magigus. So if you're somehow get stuck and you can only bring him out, he's still not horrible. He has 1,000 attack and he points up and down, and he has the effect of gains original attack of anything it points to too, which is really good. Well, I must add, it says that too, but it means you cannot attack with anything else but it. But that usually is all you do anyway. And the field spell lets you attack everything that, as long as it's a Crusadia. Next, I run 3 Equal Maxes. Really, really good card.
He
It's
used
a link
to run
3.
2 of them, but I not pulled one.
It's a link 3. It points up and bottom left and right. And what it does is, this is what I was talking about with like the kaijus. This is where it helps. Because it has an arrow pointing up, so you'd kaiju something on their board and place that kaiju right in front of it. And you got a monster that's big, and then you have Maximus on it, and the damage you inflict's doubled. So you're OTKing. I recently picked this up. It's from the Circuit Break. I got Borreload. Really good card. Thanks to Michael, I got Topological Dragon, Bomber Dragon.
Yeah.
Really good card too.
Which I have another chance to pull Friday.
In here just now until I find something else that'll work better, but Transcode Talker. This is in here to stay. Tri-Gate Wizard. And then last is I run 1 Mermaid for the Iblis out there. Just in case I get
keep
Iblis.
running into Iblis.
Iblis is everywhere, and I need nightmares, and I
I
can
haven't
co-link
seen
with
that
this
in a
stuff.
while.
I didn't see it last tournament, thank goodness. But it's always good to have in your deck, just an extra deck to be safe. Okay. So now I'm gonna shuffle the deck and show you some combos with this. Or I guess I don't have to shuffle. Michael, you wanna get the camera?
I guess.
So I'm gonna basically do a hand you want to open with. So
And I'll do the same with my E-Hero deck.
Let's get Chulionis.
Now my E-Hero deck, get out these 2 fusions.
Arborea, and you go second, so you're gonna get 6 cards. Or you ain't gonna go second. You have a chance to go second, but and then you want to get a kaiju.
Well, which way does the deck want to?
You want to go second for sure. That is for sure. Okay. So it'd be my turn. And actually, I screwed that up. You want to basically, the best way is to open up at least 3 different crusadia monsters. So I'm gonna get the fire one. I'm gonna just name it that because I don't like its name anyway. Instead, yeah. Okay, so that's your hand. Perfect hand. Or Kaiju Slumber would be good too, but this is a good hand too. So what you do? Summon Link 1. I'm not gonna do it in the link areas, but it should be. Then you're gonna special effect a Magus to add back, or to add from deck to hand Draco. Then you're gonna link them away for the Regulex.
Rolex.
Basically. And then you're gonna special Draco, activate effect, chain 1, chain 2, bring back him from the grave, because that was your normal summon, so you can special it still. And let's see. Regulex lets me search the field spell. Or power. I just usually go for the field spell if I'm going second, because you can OTK.
It doesn't specifically say revival.
Yeah, it says crusadia spell or trap. And then you're going to link off 3. By the way, the Kaiju you're going to give to your opponent. So that's just going to be to your opponent pointing in front of your equal max.
If they summon a monster.
If they summon a monster. If not, you're going to go off on your own and try and win. So, equal max. And now what you're going to do? Special.
Yep.
Special. And you can do whatever you want. You can say you want to just go for game right now without that.
Screw that, I go for topological.
Or you can do this, because he does the double damage. You just target him. Stuff like that if you want to try and go for game. If not, go into...
Your Warlord or
I did that wrong. What you want to do is keep 1 in hand. I had something in hand, so it didn't matter. But, so link away.
Topological. Or Warlord.
Depending on your preference, Warlord or topological.
But my preference is this guy, the secret.
This is secret too.
What's that? Oh, it is. I just can see this more secret than that.
Special if you do this to nuke their board, say they got more monsters you can't deal with. Ironically, that doesn't usually work in this deck. It's just a good thing to have though. And then special to this, it doesn't really gain an effect, but you can target one of your opponent's monsters, make it lose attack. And then you can attack and basically say, hey, I want your monster. Put it in a zone it points to.
And that would be...
The thing is, if your opponent doesn't have a link monster, I can get the link monster, put it here, because it points to the other link zone.
Mm-hmm.
And basically you just try and go for game.
Which Ben's trying to learn to go for damage whenever it's possible.
Yeah. I still have flaws with the deck. It's a hard deck to master, easy deck to learn. Let's put it that way.
I always thought to go for damage any possible chance you got. That's how I was raised to do.
And then you just go to game 2 and probably lose if you go first. And then go, I don't run side deck. FYI, I do not run a side deck.
Don't run side decks.
And...
Well, no, that's a lie, you don't. I do.
Also, I traded my Dark Magician deck to him for his Noble Knight deck. I will be doing an updated Noble Knight deck profile probably tonight. Because we added a couple cards to the extra deck, I think. And that is all for me, Knight's Trinity. Until next time, stay noble.